pieces up and cut off 6.
Right. That's it. Echoing like a motherfucker.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, well, what'd you say?
Motherfucker.
There we go.
So
listen,
Come on, looking down up.
you already know what time it is. If your grandma up and your kids
That
up,
is how Prince does.
tell them to take their punk ass to sleep. Y'all checking out Girth right here on Podcastic, y'all. One of the hottest podcast networks in the building. PMF. Why PMF sound like a woman disease, though?
It do, though.
If you have that PMF. Well, PMF is the Podcast Mafia family. That's what we doing right here.
Sure. Oh, shit, that's me. I'm fucking up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you fucking up, man. You always fucking up.
That ain't even me, nigga.
Somebody fucking up.
It ain't me. I turn my shit down. That's you.
That's me.
You talking about me. That's your
That ain't me. That ain't me. Okay, y'all. So, cut me down just a little bit, tad bit, Joe, because I'm a little bit loud. My voice will carry around this moment. Hold on. That is me.
I told you it was you, dog.
God damn it. I was wrong again. I was wrong again. Okay, so listen.
It's these tongue kisses. Boss, they don't even know what we talking about.
Yeah, that.
You better
pause.
explain that shit.
Okay, we're talking about this drink that our wonderful bartender made, Miss Medina.
Thank God for Medina today.
Thank God for Funky Cold Medina. Funky Cold World Drinks Mixologist. Incredible young lady. Did I say that right?
You said it.
I said it right. Okay, hold on. Wait a
She
minute.
said you said it. I ain't gonna say you said it right, but you said it.
I think my vocals on number 1. Try to pull up number 1. There we go. That's me right there. Okay, now turn on number 2.
Already down, nigga.
Okay. We buzzing.
Turn it down, nigga.
We buzzing a little bit. Hey, y'all checking out Girth today. I'm the one and only, the big homie, the one they call MD, Miles Dixon. I'm here in the building with the man to my left. He's the other bigger homie, the one and only, the one that they call Q.
What up? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby. You know what it is.
Gang.
For sure.
And I gotta give this young man his proper introduction. He's a Jamaican. He's a Rasta.
Wagwan.
He mess with goings.
Going.
You don't know what it is, no, man.
You know, he's smooth. He's debonair. He wear no socks. He goes by the name.
But shea butter on my feet, no.
Shea butter, brother. My main man, Don. Snipes.
I like that, though.
Hey,
Shea
man,
butter, brother.
Shea butter.
Listen, shout out to all the men that's out here hydrating their skin.
He's a hydrating
I
his
need
skin.
to.
Shout out to the men that hydrate their skin.
Yeah. Today, and we got to give it up to the one and only, the woman who made this drink happen. She will call it the Purple Kiss Cushion.
What?
Purple Kick.
Tongue kiss, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to say that with a whole bunch of dudes at the table.
I mean,
Okay.
she made it. It ain't like we made it.
Purple tongue twister.
Yeah, the Purple Tongue
When
Twister.
did you change that?
When he just couldn't get
Oh,
it right.
okay. I couldn't understand what happened there. All right, I got you.
So today's topic is Don.
How are you enjoying life?
Yes. How are you enjoying your life? That's a good question because a lot of times people, I'm living my best life, blah blah blah, and they not enjoying their life. You know what I mean?
It's a difference.
It's damn sure a difference because a lot of times they just be living in their own moment, and they you know sometimes you do have to create your own atmosphere, right?
True.
But when you enjoying your life, like I just told you, Q, I'm really starting to and I'm really starting to enjoy the new threads. You feel me?
For sure.
Because it's 98% there.
98%?
98%
Shit,
there.
like 100 to me.
Yeah, that's a little like 100.
Yeah,
you know?
well, there's something else you want, obviously.
Yeah, some of us, a couple of us won, but we good.
Sure.
So I'm enjoying life right now because I think I have the best focus I ever had. Though my memory might be foggy, but I have better focus.
Gotcha.
You feel me? And I also know the direction I want to go. Like, I am an architect, so I'm responsible. Who's at the door? Some big grown ass nigga looking through the window.
Dog. Who is it for?
It's a cute.
I'm like, who is it for?
So I'm responsible. Joe, cut that microphone off for now. I'm responsible. By me being an architect in my life, I'm responsible for the content that goes on in my life.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I am a creator. I'm a builder. So I'm responsible for the content, the development, and the energy that it comes from. And I tell anybody, if you live in your life, enjoy your life, even when you're in bad situations, those are just situations.
True.
You know what I mean? It's not suited for you, but those are situations that's going to occur. You feel me?
Yeah.
Whether it be illness, whether it be lost family member, those are just situations. They will roll over. You know what I mean? Time heals everything.
I know it sounds cliche, but it's true.
Yeah, it definitely sounds cliche, but it's definitely true. By you being an architect in your life, just learn how to put the right content in your life, and then the reward will be greater once you fulfill your expectations on your content. What you think about that, Don?
I think that's well said. Okay. What you think? Shea butter, brother.
Shea butter, brother.
I don't agree with a few things, but fuck that. I want you to give us one thing. What, both of y'all, what do you do to enjoy life? I think it's easy sometimes to talk about the how meaningful it is to enjoy life.
Right.
But let's talk about some applicable steps. What the fuck do you do? Is it smoking? Is it hanging with friends? Is it playing chess, checkers? Is it video game? What do you do in today's times to enjoy life? That's a legitimate question.
Well,
Miles first. What you do?
Well, right now, honestly, right now it's reading. Reading is it for me.
Yeah.
It used to be making music. Thank God for Joe. Joe's getting me back into music more heavier. But you give yourself a motherfucking applause.
Real nigga shit.
Real nigga shit. That's some Detroit shit. So, but the truth of the matter is, reading is definitely my enjoyable moment. That I can, no matter where I'm at, I can sit down and read a book and I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
What about you, Q?
Shit, I got a gang of them motherfuckers, dog. Like, for real. My first one, unfortunately, I know what you said earlier today about entrepreneurs not reading and shit. I'm one of them motherfuckers. I'm gonna start back reading a little bit, though. As a writer, I definitely should be reading more. But that ain't it, though. So I like to, I do smoke weed to enjoy my life and shit, because that's where I do all the most of my reflective thinking and shit like that. But also, too, I just, to enjoy life, I just like to spend time with family and friends. I like, that shit is important to me, dog.
That's dope.
Yeah, that shit is hella important to me, because, like, it ain't no point in being happy in this motherfucker by yourself. You know what I'm saying? True. So, like, these are the people that I share these moments with. So, like, I love that shit. I'm gonna give you an example, dog. Like, something that just started happening recently. Like, you know, my dogs that I do my show with in the morning. Shout out to my man, Angry Man and My Money.
Money.
But, like, we started doing something, like, just recently, like, maybe the last couple of weeks. We started playing Tunk after the shows, right? We started playing Tunk and shit. And it's just funny because it's like, this is an extra chance for us to, like, vibe and, like,
get
kick
together.
It. Like, so
right.
I look forward to that shit. Like, before the show is over, like, shit, I'm looking forward to the card game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, spending that time with family and friends, smoking weed, and traveling, dog. That's how I enjoy it.
I think you need to chill on traveling, especially if your ass driving.
Why you say that?
Because your knee just went
Yeah,
out.
they fucked up. I'll be on the plane, though. I gotta chill with that, too, until I get the shit together, because you can get the blood clot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's my thing, though. Traveling, kicking it with the homies and my family, smoke a little reefer.
Yeah. What would you say is
No. You ain't gonna get off the hook, motherfucker. What about you?
So he ain't gonna answer.
No.
He gonna ask and he ain't gonna answer. I got you.
Well, I have the very first motherfucking thing that comes to my mind that I do for some downtime for me is I take a hot ass bath.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, when I've just had the most, like, if I've had a real difficult day and it's been tough, I light a candle. And I pour the whole bag of Epsom salt. I take a bag of Epsom. I don't follow the instructions where it say no, fuck all of that. I pour the entire bag in the tub. I take an Epsom. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Damn,
I get up and I take a bath.
But you go to bed with salty balls.
I go to bed with some soaked salty balls. Okay, Epsom salty balls. That's what I do for self. That really is some something that I enjoy. All right, now outside of that, I actually do what both of you guys do. Q, I love. My uncle one day told me I was running late to an event, and it was with the family, and by the time I got there, shit was almost over. And my Uncle PJ pulled me to the side. Shout out Uncle PJ, and he said, Don, listen to me. As you get older in life, stop worrying about all the extra stuff. Get there. People will enjoy your presence more than they worried about some shoes, clothes, or whatever else the fuck you was thinking whatever you needed to do to get there. For sure. He said, start getting there. Because that's more important. Because you can't get that moment back. Facts. You get what I'm saying? And so I chilled on that, now, because I feel like at the end of the day, if I'm about to pull up, I'm gonna be around people I love anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't pulling up.
Not these days. That's over. That's dead.
I ain't about to come and be fake. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then, Miles, you said reading, and I love to do that as well. But I think my reading more or less comes with like research. Like I enjoy researching spirituality. I'm not a very religious person, but it comforts me to learn about spirituality, because I think that's the one thing that religion doesn't teach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll hear all these stories from the Bible and all this other shit, but in my experience, a lot of people that are that attend church and they subscribe to religion, man, they really don't treat people kindly. They're some of the most judgmental
people.
That's people
crazy,
that
right?
I know. Yeah,
That's crazy,
you know what I'm
right?
saying? And so learning about how God operates in me is exciting to me. You get what I'm saying?
That's
As
dope.
opposed to jumping up, jitting, shouting, all that other stuff. Like I'm not even with it. So I do both of those things, and then for self, I take a nice hot ass bath.
And bathing, but you said name one. So, but bathing is one. I would be in the tub for like, for 2.5 hours for real.
Bro, I was in the tub tonight before I came here.
I ain't fuck with the tub in a long time unless after football shit. Like after that, I be trying to get the fuck on. I hit the shower and get the fuck on. I don't know.
Yeah, soak your balls.
I don't know.
You gotta soak your
Let
balls.
me give you some facts. Having a glass of water and then taking a nice hot bath will lower your blood pressure. All right. Epsom salt will definitely help to kind of alleviate any type of pain or tension you got in your muscles. All right. Humans, we're like plants. So sometimes we have to change our environment. So, I know a lot of men may not be into buying candles and shit, but
I buy candles.
Aromatherapy is a motherfucker.
That shit's some real shit, huh?
Fun fact, for dudes out there that can't last long in the bedroom, hey, next time baby girl come over, light a vanilla candle. Vanilla will relax your nerves. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
So you won't have that pre-ejaculation popping off. You get what I'm saying?
Put that on my Amazon
some of us
shit,
need to calm down.
Right.
Yeah.
Put that shit in my cart.
Buy a candle. Relax. I know it might be good, but relax. Brother. You don't want to. Yeah.
Medina.
Yeah.
What is how are you enjoying life?
Nowadays.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Well, shit, I want to know both now, before and nowadays.
Well, nowadays I'm enjoying life by I'm painting on canvas, and it's very it's very therapeutic. I've been an artist all my life, but this is the first time that I've started painting on canvas. And I wanted to paint on canvas because I always, I did the body painting, and you have to wash it right off. You can't really get the full...
Adore it. You can't adore it.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So, but with the canvas, you can go back, you can change it, you can revise it, polish it up. It can take you anywhere from 1 day to a year.
Right.
But you can take your time on it and pretty much just come up with the math. It's not done until you say it's done. It's not done until you say it's done.
Were you being painted, or were you painting someone?
I'm painting bodies, honey, from head to toe.
Sheesh.
Nipples and butt crack.
All of it.
Nipples and butt crack.
And everything in between.
Oh. I never wanted to be painted until today. Okay. Shout out to everybody who's checking us out. You are watching Girth, y'all, on Podcastic. Listen, I will say this though, and Don, you asked us another question. You said one more thing. What did you say?
Self-care in terms of enjoying your life. Like, I feel like, Q, what you said was kind of community. Miles, you said something that was just kind of maybe for self, but like really, because I feel like this, right? Yeah, I feel like this. That's kind of like a buzzword nowadays, self-care. Okay, but what are men doing for self-care? I ain't talking about just going and getting a motherfucking pedicure or massage. Yeah. I do that shit on a Tuesday, but I'm just saying, like, on some real shit, what are you doing that brings you joy? You get what I'm saying? And is it tangible or is it intangible? Because for me, a lot of the things that are intangible, I just want to share this one moment. Later in the week last week, I was at home, and my oldest daughter called me, and she said, "Hey, Dad, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm good. How are you doing today?" And she said, "I'm just chilling with Autumn right now." And she held her phone up, and her sister was in the background, right? Now listen, my child, she is a full-time my oldest, she's a full-time college student. Part-time, she works. She has 2 internships, and she got a boyfriend. All right, so you already know how that shit is, right?
She ain't got no time.
Now listen, her younger sister lives an hour and a half away from her. The fact that on her off days that she go visit her, when I tell you, it just melted my heart, because that was something that that was something my mom instilled in me. She said, "Listen, make sure you look after your little sister." And my sister and I, we have a beautiful relationship now. You get what I'm saying? But that means something to me, because I'm not there in Georgia right now. Right. So for her to jump her ass in the car and then say, "Hey, look, today I'm gonna pick my little sister up. We're gonna go hang, get something to eat, chop it up." That shit means the world to me.
Shit, but she going ahead and doing it anyway.
Listen, I almost choked up off of that shit. That's some intangible shit that brought joy to me in that moment. I just literally hung up the phone and I said, "Damn, she don't even know how much that meant to me." Because I've always said to her, "Hey, you called your sister, you checked on her." And one thing, listen to all parents out there, make sure you speak life into your children, and make sure you speak things into their life that they may not show you right off the rip. Right. But it's going to come back full circle at some point or another. You get what I'm saying? Most don't give up. Don't get frustrated.
Yeah, because it might seem like they're not listening.
Yeah.
It's sinking in.
Yeah, it's sinking in.
That shit's sinking in,
and
dude.
It's going to come out when it's supposed to.
I want to recognize 2 people that's definitely on the line. Shout out to Miss Tiffany Nance, who's sharing. Mama Shoe, she got a place where you definitely want to go to Don. It's called the Goddess Marketplace. They got candles, incense, herbs, spiritual supplies, and unique gifts and more. Actually, she has her street. They named the street after her or something like that. Her street now is called Avalon Village, and it's not Avalon no more. So it's Avalon Village. Shout out to Mama Shoe. Give her a round of applause, please. That is the homie. That's the homie. That's my homie too. She's so dope. She's so dope. And the thing about her, she had been stricken with some of the hardest grief you ever want to get hit by. Both of her sons was murdered. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. Yeah.
And just as recently, a few months ago, her son was murdered, and her other son was hit by a car. Damn. And that's how she named her place Jacoby Park. But from grief, she found triumph. You know what I mean? And when I say she back there eating like a motherfucker,
Right.
and don't offer nobody nothing. But anyway, shout out to Mama Shoe, y'all. Give her a round of applause.
Shout out to Carmen Evans checking in too.
Carmen.
David checking in. Shout out to my dog Angry Man checking in. What up,
Money and Angry Man. That's what we doing.
E-Block in the building. You already know.
Definitely.
Hey, Carmen.
Another thing too, though, like just to piggyback on the smoking weed thing and shit, because that's one of the things. But I like to this is probably some weird shit. I like to smoke weed and watch documentaries and shit. Like I feel like I learn better when I'm high and shit. So like I watch documentaries and get high, and like I really be learning shit. I be like these are the times too, and this is why I love my circle and shit, because they know me. Like so sometimes I get into that zone and shit where everything okay. I just ain't fucking with y'all. Like I'm not gonna answer the phone and shit. Miles had to find out the hard way and shit.
Yeah, I
won't answer the motherfucking phone.
I will call his
busy.
ass back.
I'm busy not doing shit though, but like I'm doing me. Like I'm smoking weed, watching documentary and shit. Like that's how I catch up with me. That's how I enjoy me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that shit's important too. Like taking the time out from shit. I want to go back to last week when Facebook and all that shit shut down, dog. Niggas needed that shit. Like, you need to time yourself out. Like, you shouldn't have to wait for social media to go down. You need to time yourself out from not just social media, but the world. Like, cut the world out for a minute and just focus on you. You need
Enjoy
to do that
yourself.
shit, like, at least a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
At
ain't saying disappear for
once,
fucking years.
at least once or 2 times a month. Yeah.
No, for real. Like,
at least for yourself.
I actually been thinking about, like, cause I know people that do this shit, but I actually been thinking about just, like, doing some like Airbnb type shit for like a weekend and shit out of a month, and just to myself catch up on writing, do some reading and shit. You know, smoke weed.
And Q, I got the perfect spot too.
Yeah.
Do it in a treehouse Airbnb.
Oh shit! I
So
ain't
that
it.
you it's full amenities, and you up there and you just like, man, you know what?
Damn, I seen that shit. Where? How close is
You
one
up in there like
here?
I'm Peter Pan.
Is there any
We have some up in Michigan actually.
Cummins, Michigan. It's in Cummins. I went to one in Cummins, Michigan before.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Listen, I think it's important that you get outside and get some sunlight and take some fresh breaths of air. You get what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I feel like, when's the last time you took like just a nice little walk?
Yeah, just to enjoy it outside.
You know what I'm saying? I was reading some statistics about as we get older, we start to take a lot of short breaths. All right, and our life force is connected to the breath that we take. Our energy, like what mood we in, is connected to our breath. So a lot of times, like, you know, and especially for creatives, people sitting in the house in front of the computer and shit like that. I get the fuck up. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's cold. I just take a walk. I set my timer for a half hour or an hour, and I just walk outside.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Right.
You would be amazed at like how freeing that is to your mind.
brain.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It just kind of clear your head for a minute. For sure. And then, you know, you have a lot of thoughts just kind of come to you like, damn, man, I want some money, you know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, I got to the phone last night.
Right.
She left this at the crib because she marked the territory. All kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, come to your mind when you just take a nice
I got to
little
remember
walk.
to get that earring.
Yeah, shout out to women marketing territories. I'll be doing that shit.
And that brings me to this, because I was writing deep, because I was, like I said, I'm speaking on October 22nd at a social event, and I said, push the bullshit away so righteous thoughts can take over to make way for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times bullshit is gonna constantly come to you. You feel
Always.
me? You just have to decide and decipher what you gonna push away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let righteous thoughts and positive people into your life. Because a lot of times you have people come into your life and they act like they positive, but them some Debbie Downers. I mean,
I hate that shit.
They get to you. You be like, what? Well, I mean, what your last book do?
And
Why
some
you writing the
dream
second book? Yeah, like Dream Chasers. You know,
I wish a motherfucker wouldn't tell me that shit.
but it's crazy.
They be around, yeah. They be around.
They
That shit the worst.
be lurking, and we call them friends sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
So that's why I had to really say that I'm more than enough. Cause somebody asked me a question like, "Well, Doc, when you gonna get $1 million?" I could have. I wanted to bust a Jay-Z verse, but I can't say. Well, I did $1 million a million times. That's not true. But
it wasn't true. But I want to say it.
I wanted to say it bad as hell. But $1 million is not a lot of money.
Carmen say, "What about the bugs in the treehouse?"
Ain't no bugs.
There ain't no bugs in the treehouse.
Hey, black women, hush your mouth. That scared of bugs. Hush your mouth now, then, little gal.
Right, making my head hurt.
And also have to remember that mistakes or failures are simply lessons that you learn not to repeat.
Sure.
And it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Everybody look at life like, man, I ain't do that right, man. I want to do it again. And a lot of times in life, you don't get do-overs.
Because people are afraid of failure. I understand. I think that maybe it's kind of like, this is probably about to be a crazy analogy, but I kind of feel like this is the same as guns, right? What I mean by that is like you got to change the perception and shit. So like, you know how our counterparts they teach guns a completely different way to their kids.
Yeah,
like it's not a fear thing. It's not taboo. Like you learn how to use this motherfucker. You learn how to clean it. You learn how to hunt with it. You learn how to break that bitch down. You learn how to shoot it. Right?
They learn the safeties of it first.
It's taboo for us. It's like guns are associated with criminals and bad people and shit and killing. Right? So this is the same thing with that though. We got to change that whole concept of failure. Like we got to change the idea of failure as being just an attempt to or a way to find a better way to do some shit. I guess.
Right.
Like we just got to change that perception. So I feel like that's kind of like the same thing. But how do we do that when there's so many of us like who have kids or who have younger people that look up to you and we still afraid of failure? You know what I'm saying? Like if we still scared of failure, how we gonna convince them when you really shouldn't be?
This is real. This is how real black men talk, y'all. We not just front for cameras. We do talk like this while we amongst each other too. So we just bring y'all inside of our minds and inside of our spirits, so y'all can get it how black men really do talk. We do communicate with each other
for sure.
I think that again that ties into the subject. Ironically, here's the deal, right? They say if you can't trust a person with something small, you can't trust them with something big, right?
Very true.
So, a lot of people, if you ask them that question, how are you enjoying life, believe it or not, they don't have an answer.
They might not.
Because they may not find joy in anything in life. Yeah. They may not know how to express gratitude. They may not know how to be thankful about a damn thing.
Right.
And so I think that oftentimes a lot of these things have a domino effect in other areas of our life. You get what I'm saying? In other words, when I was younger, my Uncle PJ, he came by, he brought me a BB gun. He said, Don, I'm going to teach you how to shoot it. I'm going to teach you, all the little do's and don'ts of it. Yeah. I was happy. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I didn't. But again, what was cool about it was he took that time to spend that time with me. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I felt cool because my Uncle PJ, he was in the military, so he come home, he showed me the different little shooting positions.
Hey, shout out to your Uncle PJ.
Yeah,
he was a big influence and shit.
He was. Sure. I definitely have, two men in my life that, and one passed away, and I will admit, I was sad when he passed away because I didn't know that he passed away. Mm. But he's my track coach, Coach Ballard, for Cooley track team. Mm. And
I'm hip though. Yeah.
I was real sad that he passed away because I felt like I would always say to myself, man, when I get to this point, I'm gonna do something nice for Coach.
Right. I
ain't have to fucking wait.
Yeah,
I could have. You get what I'm saying? Nice. Yeah. And I think for a lot of us, we say shit like that. When this, I'm gonna do this. Man,
for
fuck
the perfect
that.
time type shit.
Life, we don't know what's gonna go on with
tomorrow,
life, and so
man.
It could have even been me just calling him. And listen, this man had so much positive influence over me that I saw him in the supermarket one day. Mm-hmm. I could barely speak to him. He don't even know this. You get what I'm saying? And I was sad because I never got the opportunity to even share that with him. I think a lot of times our coaches and teachers and mentors, man, fuck, they need to hear that shit.
They do.
You get what I'm saying? And so for me, I was sad because I regretted not letting that man know, yo, I appreciate you for everything you said to me. He was just a track coach.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But I
Shit.
appreciated everything that man would bring to the table.
Coaches are influential though, and that's why it pissed me off when I see like whack ass coaches. Now I ain't talking about winning. I'm talking about like whack ass coaches. And you know the whack ass coaches.
Like the one from the LA from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh God, I want to talk about Gruden right now and shit.
What about the dude from Detroit Lions?
Huh?
I fuck with him though. They not winning. I fuck with him though. They not winning, but I think he changed their attitude and shit. And just to say something real quick about the Gruden shit, we keep it real on this show. I have to be honest and say that the New York Times dropped that story on Friday, right? If it was really about the black shit, they'd have fired his ass over the weekend. They ain't fired his ass to the gay people got mad. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like it ain't no shade on them. I'm just saying that I know that if it was just some racist shit, then he'd have had to say an apology and his ass would still be coaching and shit.
There's a lot of gay people in power right about now.
Yeah, but the thing is though is that what's gonna happen now though? Because, like, in real life, because we way off subject, but what's going to happen now? Because I know damn well that Coach Gruden ain't the only motherfucker talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So, what's going to happen for real? Because, like, the owners and the fucking, the owners, the GMs, and all the motherfuckers is having the same conversation. Exactly.
Been talking
so what they really going to do? Like, if you go fire a dog and shit or make him resign or whatever, let me see the bigger shit at play. Like, what's really going to happen? Because you check all these motherfuckers' emails in. Cause I know damn well that what's dog name from Dallas and shit?
Jerry.
I know damn well. Come on,
I think I saw some shit
I know he was saying some shit.
Damn, who was that? What a receiver was like. He sat him down to dinner and just fired my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he's scandalous.
Exactly. Sorry, no. But anyway, my bad.
But seriously, when we think about what's going on and how people enjoy their life, a lot of times the only thing a lot of black people have to look forward is going on vacation and spending time with their family, right? Yeah. My brother Bedford has a book coming out called It's a book out called White Men Have Fun, have all the fun, right? And he wrote a book called Why White Men Are Still Having All the Fun,
right? Because
we live in a society that we are judged every step that we fucking take.
True.
Every step that we take, we are judged on.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. It's disheartening when it comes to it because our own people is the ones that begin to prejudge us again.
True.
And we already walking on this thin line. You feel me? And this thin line don't give up. I mean, it don't weigh no less.
Dog, the reality of it is, dog, the only way to truly enjoy your life is to not give a fuck, dog. That's the only way to truly. I mean, am I bullshit though? Like, because that's
in a way,
people don't enjoy their life because they give too much of a fuck about what other people
everybody doing, thinking, saying, all of that.
Well, I'm not even talking about the doing and saying part, right?
Oh, okay.
It's just like this. We just so happy we lucky enough to live in the area that we live in, right?
Right.
There are times where it's guaranteed that mothers in other places other than here realize that their sons are doing.
Wait a minute, other than where? Here.
Other than Detroit, than the Metro Detroit area. Detroit, there's no city in America like Detroit. There's no city with 6 to 8 highly populated, financial, gated community areas. You know what I mean? We have it. You're not going to go nowhere else in America where there's blocks full of black businesses. I'm talking about this thriving. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about this barely surviving. I'm talking about businesses that's thriving. You feel me? Watch it, Joe.
Could I offer though this? I think Q, you definitely on to something, but I think that only because I feel like words are powerful. I think that when people learn a little bit more about self-love, it will be more about not taking anything personal. You get what I'm saying? And not constantly comparing your life to other people and shit like that. Because we living in some times right now where
That's what I meant. You said it so much more eloquently, though.
The comparison is getting people depressed. You know, a lot of these young kids out here, they go on these, they get on the internet and they get depressed and just they really, really, you know, cause a lot of self-affliction. And unfortunately, here's the deal, right? And I was talking to somebody the other day. I read an article one day about this. It was a white lady actually, and she said that, and she actually is a journalist. She said one day she came home from work and she was like, "Damn, let me check my son's phone," and she was just in shock. And what she realized was, here it was that she thought that she was teaching her son all of these good values and all this kind of shit, but it was one thing that she was not doing, and that was monitoring what he was doing on social media and the internet. And what she found was that there are white supremacist groups that target young white males and recruit them. So she said she took her son's phone one day and saw these different DMs and messages like, "Hey, white power, and we need to take our country back," and shit like this. And she said this shit blew her mind because she like, "Yo, I'm a successful journalist, blah blah blah, making 6 figures a year, but my fucking son then got attached to some of the wrong fucking people." You get what I'm saying? And so I say all that to say that nowadays even more, because we can't watch our kids 24 hours a fucking day. We really do have to instill in them some things that, see, when we was younger, it was just one word for the shit. It was called, "You better have some fucking manners."
Right. Man.
You don't even hear that word no more.
Or you hear stuff like stranger danger.
Yeah, you hear bullshit.
You knew what that was.
We knew what it was, but I'm saying when we came up as well, I agree when and to add to that, but when we came up, it was shit like some speak when spoken to.
Right.
These kids act like they don't know shit about that. It was like, hey, you cut that light on, cut that motherfucker off, open that door, close that shit. You get what I'm saying? It was just certain things that
kids would bust up in an adult conversation quick as fuck. And I don't know where the hell that shit came from.
You know where it come from?
I don't know.
Some. Here's the thing. It has to do with the division of the black man and the black woman, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of times, women found that if they were separated from the father and they not in the same household, that became their friend. A lot of times, I run into this. Like, my mother might treat my daughter like she's her friend, right? Yeah. And I told my daughter, I'm not your fucking friend.
Right.
I'm your father, and you're going to be disciplined and such.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't play games. I don't go for the And so for when women have girls, they emulate their mamas, of course. You know, the whole neck.
Some boys.
And so women, and some, you ain't let me get there yet, but I'm just saying, let's just say, I'm going to be my situation. Yeah. So my daughter treat me way different than she treats her mother.
Yeah, because she know the boundaries.
She know daddy ain't, I'm not, all that, Would you say?
All kids do that.
Yeah.
They treat adults the way they know that they can, treat them. Yeah, they know what they can get away with. Yeah.
They're just saying, they say children don't go by what we say, they go by what they
see. It's true.
And I feel like, again, when we were coming up, there were just certain things. I felt like as a kid growing up, when I saw adults talking, I went the other way. I'm not even going to fuck over there.
Right.
Because I know I might get my hand knocked off.
But you said something. You said something that made sense. Like it was maybe like 14 years ago. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember when the Detroit public school system was in distress, right? About how they gonna teach urban kids, right?
Right.
I came up with a whole curriculum, right? He didn't like the title. I called it ghetto, right? That means getting highly educated through typical observation. Children operates on how they see things, right? But a child, if you
that was a good ass acronym.
I
had to say it to myself.
Run it back again.
Run that back. Getting
highly educated through typical observations. That's how we learn.
I like that.
That's dope.
Because most people don't get. That's how we learn.
Yeah.
And then that's why when we grew up and when we realized when our parents was really smoking weed, because they used to like, boy, girl, go in the room. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
you knew they were doing some shit.
Right. And then you might smell something funny, and we just call it, oh, you were smoking them funny cigarettes, right? And then they did, but now you got some people that give the blunts to their child and say, "Cut it for me, empty it out for me."
Run to the store and go grab me.
Right.
What? For sure.
Go to the weed house for me.
Right.
Fuck it, go all the way there.
So, but at this time though, I found the topic that we on is enjoying life. It's like, I'll be honest with you, it's just hard to enjoy life knowing that the destruction is following. It's just a lot of times it's hard. You know what I mean? At the point to where
you got to.
But you have to. But
you got to.
Man, you don't know. How about this? Nowadays, they made a study that more people know where their cell phone is more than they know where their child are.
Well, yeah. I agree.
That's the craziest
I know
shit
that's
in the
true.
world for me.
And Miles, I want to add to that and say
Not
that
for me.
the reason why I think this is
I know what her is.
the reason why I think this is such an important topic is because for us in the black community, enjoying ourselves, to me, oftentimes is what vices do we have. I'll never forget when I first got in the trade around hunting season, all that motherfucking, I would be the only black person at some of these construction jobs. But all the white motherfuckers would be hunting.
Right.
It's bow and arrow season. There's this season.
Right.
We ice fishing. We pole fishing. They had shit that they came together and they did. And let me tell you what we came together and did. Got drunk and
Smoke
fucking
weed.
high and fucked and made babies.
Sounds fun to me.
Everything except for the making the baby part.
Oh no, we just gonna practice. We just gonna get some practice
But the
in.
point that I'm making is, for a lot of us, I don't know too many brothers that actually have hobbies. And I'm
real
saying
hobbies.
shit that real fucking hobbies.
Yeah, this is
I'm
true.
talking about,
That's
yo,
true.
do you got
Golfing got hot for a minute.
electric cars
What
that
is
you
it?
like to
What you say,
do?
Medina?
I said golfing had got hot for a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's some-
but when Tiger started fucking white bitches, it was over.
Yeah,
with right
then nobody want to be a golfer anymore.
Hey, I got a plug right now. Come this time next year, all summer, we will be having a croquet league that I'm introducing.
Croquet? What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell no.
Absolutely. Listen, Q, you're going to have a lot of fun when you come play some
Hell yeah.
croquet.
Hey, look, I
It's
love,
called League Play. I got my logo. I got everything popping. Listen to me. I want
It's a
our people
gentleman's game.
to get the fuck out the house
I
and
want some
start
salmon
enjoying
croquet.
themselves and get
I want some salmon croquet.
and get, I can put you guys on. and have fun without getting all funky and sweaty, running around and shit. They say it's not expensive like tennis or golf. Here's the deal, right? When I did my research before I came up with the idea, I said, man, a lot of us, again, we don't have shit that we do.
Right.
If you don't fucking bowl, go to the movies, what the fuck else do we do?
Nothing. I was
Hang
thinking,
out at the fucking bar on Schoolcraft. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got it. There's more to fucking life than going to the bar and sitting up in front of some bitch's face all the time and spending money on drinks.
give him a round of a motherfucking applause. I was thinking about coming over to bowling league though, for real too, because it's like bowling is a underrated sport. You know what I mean? And
Shut my thumb, but yeah.
I mean, y'all like to gamble. I'm about to start having some card parties. That's a hobby.
Go back to what you were saying. Though. That's a vice. though.
Medina about that bread. She said, y'all need to try
But listen,
I'm really starting to see that shit. though. I never really looked at that shit like that.
These
We
things
don't have
tie
nothing to
into how can we enjoy life more. You get what I'm saying? And these are some applicable steps. Get the fuck out the house. Like Medina said, play some cards with yourself. Sometimes listen, when we was coming up, we played Life, Monopoly, shit like that. It was fun.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yahtzee.
Nowadays,
Niggas play Yahtzee. Niggas play Yahtzee.
I still to this day
They don't know the rules.
I love you at Yahtzee. I love Yahtzee. You just run out of those papers that they give you to put the score on, and then eventually you end up playing without a score.
Right. Or you use them,
Which is no fun.
Or you use them as weed papers. One or two.
what the fuck is Yahtzee?
You got the Bible for the weed papers. I'm not using my Yahtzee paper.
dice in a cup or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I'm gonna tell you what's a cold ass game.
Scrabble.
No, fuck that. Left, right, center.
Dog, you don't know nothing about that shit.
Man, listen.
Boy, you don't
Yes, you do.
The motherfucking party started.
Yeah.
Left, right, bottom.
You talk that's the game, the card game. That's what I won all the money in. I'm trying to play right now. Y'all got some cards?
That's the dice game, left, right, center.
Play
Where,
that shit, Don.
where you?
I'm talking about this card game.
No.
I think you can play it with either dice or cards.
You can.
Okay, listen. I'm talking about everybody started off with 3 singles.
Yeah.
Or you gave me 5, and you roll the dice.
Oh yeah, it is dice.
And listen, and it's you either left, right, and you pass your money left, right, or center. And the person who ended
I
up with
played
the shit,
that before.
take the pot. Man,
So
listen, that's
yeah,
a
it's dice and
live
cards and
ass
shit.
game.
No, that started an argument.
That's a live ass game right
It is
there.
though. I fuck with left, right, center though. I just got hip to that shit like last summer. Yeah, like
Well, I don't want to pass my money to shit.
And you know what, Miles? While we talking about this, maybe we need to bring back Truth Dare Double Dare promises to repeat. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For adults.
Joe, what's that nothing? Hey, Joe came out the background. That shit right there.
My motherfucking cousin Q back there. The first time I ever played that game was with him and all his fucking friends, and it was just like, yo, you need to go over there. It was Truth Dare Double Dare promise to read. It was like, I double dare your ass to go over there and kiss old girl with the braces, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get my lips cut. Just out, you know, motherfucker. I ain't know no better.
Right.
But that shit was fun.
Yeah, Dog just got hype as hell. He want that shit back now.
Right there.
Joe almost stood up and said, I have a dream. I have a dream.
He's not gonna keep saying this nigga look like him.
He do look like a boy. He like one of them damn Africans. Listen, so hey, y'all been checking out Girth, y'all. Today it was. I had to calm myself down because I was getting overexcited. But the truth of the matter is, Black America is truly hurt, and we are damaged, hurt. Like, and anytime we can't find a way to work together or find a way to play together without fighting, without arguing. Yeah. Medina had a very good point. Arguments will start just because somebody getting some more money than another person. We walk into a lot of things with animosity, and we need to quit that shit.
That's real.
You feel me? Like, that's the whole point with E-Block Radio, Vent Radio, Podcastic,
Groove Radio
Detroit, Rocky Roads. The reason why we work together because we fuck with each other like
Black
that.
Cat
Black Cat Studio Productions. We all fuck with each other like that.
For sure.
And we're gonna be PMF. All right, that's Podcasting Mafia Family. Podcast Mafia Family.
I fuck with that shit though.
I like
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
I fuck with that shit though. Like the reality of that is though, like you said, it's a lot of, no matter what the situation is, it seems like people always be going into shit with animosity. There's no reason family barbecues should end in a fight. Like, this your fucking fam. Like, I know family members that
Or a
fucking
nigga
fight.
getting shot.
No
Yeah.
niggas get
At
shot.
their own family member crib.
Yeah.
Cousins arguing.
Dog, who? Nigga, that's crazy.
Over Kool-Aid.
But like you said,
That
Miles,
shit really was over cool.
here's the deal. We hemorrhaging out here.
Yeah.
And that is the God honest truth. And the deal is this. More of us need to really sit down and just kind of have these conversations. And I think that even, again, amongst men, you know, it's okay to, because here's the deal. A lot of us, we keep shit in, man. A lot of us, we can't enjoy life because we don't want to talk about the fact that maybe our relationship ain't in the best place. Right. We don't want to talk about the fact that maybe there's some things financially we need to get in order. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is we keep our mouth closed about some of this shit, and then the problem persists, and it just snowball, and now it becomes over fucking whelming. Yeah, all right, and my deal is, how the hell can a motherfucker sit back and enjoy life when you sit back, these bills on your ass, your old lady on your ass, you done fucked around and got ED from just all the stress, and you don't know what the hell going on. That's it, bro. That's what this shit lead to. Stress will lead to fucking ED. Yeah. Fellas, if you having these problems,
check your stress levels.
Learn how to change your environment and really sit back and do some of this shit, because here's the deal. For us, this shit is mental, it's visual. Yes. It's a lot of us that's starting to have it. And then you hear the women talk about this shit all the time. Oh, I gotta fake my orgasm. You heard old girl a couple weeks ago. And only y'all really knew how we was talking about it. And in my mind, I'm like, what motherfuckers you fuck?
Everybody talking about everybody.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But I say that to say, to stay on topic,
To stay on top of it?
Yeah, to stay on
Topic.
top of it.
Oh.
That Miles, I agree with you. A lot of us out here are hurting, and again, we have to find a constructive way to have some different outlets to relieve this pressure and this stress that's on us. And sometimes, like you said at the beginning of this, it may just be having a conversation with your mans.
Yeah.
Let the shit out. Be vulnerable. Be open. Hey, fella, if you out there having problems with your woman, that don't, there's this old fucking model of masculinity that say if a man having problems with his woman, you can't control your household or you less of a man. Man, fuck that.
Right.
You can't control no other human being.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And there's too many of us that buy into that silly ass shit, and you walking around here stressed the fuck out, getting bald head because you motherfucking got too much shit going on.
Fact.
We gotta learn how to enjoy life.
I agree. And enjoying life also includes having good communication with others, especially people that you really care about. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, I was hospitalized, but I called Joe. Joe said, "I'm on my way." You feel me? And when he got there, it took me like 15 minutes just to get down the steps. You feel me? But he was right there. He said, "Hold on, man. Hold on to me." He walked me to the car. He made sure I was good. You feel me? And that means a lot. And most people would just park in the driveway and say, "Come on." You feel me? So you have to be real.
I would have probably told you to just come on because my knee fucked up. We'd have both been laid out.
Yeah, but I get that. But my point is, when you call upon a friend, they don't ask no questions. Yeah. When you call upon a person and they don't ask the question, that's a friend.
Yeah, for sure.
The person who say, "Well, you can't get somebody else who there with you," and try to ask you all the dumbass questions.
Dog, that is the most hurtful.
Exactly.
When that's the most hurtful when on the other end you've been that friend though.
Right.
You've been the friend who answered the phone. All right, bet. Let me come do that.
I'm on my way.
And then when the tables turn, it's like,
oh yeah,
that's the most hurtful, bro. Because you like, dog, I didn't put this much effort in. God damn, you can't even. Yeah, that's the worst.
And so
niggas harboring those feelings right now.
So when you talk about enjoying life. Yeah. And these are the people who you assume to be your friends. It's just so fucking hard.
Yeah,
I mean, like I'm about to be a half a buck. I'm about to be 50, right?
You old.
I'm old, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna live my life like I'm old. Yeah. When I die, I'm gonna die empty. My thoughts, my dreams, everything is gonna be put on the table.
No, for sure.
So no one can never say that I did not do it. You feel me?
And you can't live with that regret.
Right.
Trying to figure out what it should have, could have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real quick, I want to read Carmen joint. She said, "Truthfully, I haven't had time to enjoy life. Being single, more taking care of the boys now. They're grown with children of their own. I'm focused on making memories with my grandsons. I keep telling myself to enjoy life now that your children are grown and out of the house." I want to comment on that though, because I think a lot of women, and I guess probably dudes too, but a lot of women, like they lose themselves in their kids. And I understand that having kids is a major thing, and raising kids obviously is a major deal. But at the end of the day, though, like you still somewhere in there, you have to find some. Oh, thanks. You have to find some. You have to find some you time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because otherwise, I feel like you can't even. And again, this is completely speaking blindly because I don't have kids, but I just feel like you have to at least figure out what can make you happy in order to pour into, your kids. Because like if you're not happy, how you gonna make them motherfuckers happy? Like I don't know. Like I said, I ain't got kids, so I could just be saying that shit.
Yeah, listen, kids. Having kids can be a bit much.
I'm sure it can.
All right, and shout out to first and foremost, shout out to all the mothers that have took it upon themselves to embark upon that journey with no help.
Yeah,
listen.
For sure.
Having kids is not an easy feat, all right, and I get that. I don't judge no woman. Like I remember, when I was younger, you have some older people, they look down on some women that have kids, but I tell everybody, man, your kids can be the biggest blessing because sometimes, believe it or not, they force your ass to step up.
True.
In whatever kind of way. You get what I'm saying? They really force a change upon you. Somebody once told me, if you're walking, you can get comfortable, but when you walking and it's an obstacle placed in front of you, now you got to make a decision.
Yeah,
True.
And I learned to embrace obstacles. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning that. Like sometimes we got to embrace some fucking tough ass obstacles. So shout out to the women that have made a decision to take care of their children. But Q, like you said, even those women, they have to learn how to just find some balance and say, what, let me take a little bit of me time. And here's the deal. At the end of the day, all of us as humans, we have to learn how to make better decisions, because some of us, we having children with people that's not suitable to really come together and be a partner, and they even want to come together as a team and help raise a child. Right. It's like, hey, that's your baby. Let me get the fuck out of here. I'll give you some money. Right. For real. You got men out here who feel like, I'm giving you child support, so that's all the fuck you need. No, fuck that.
Right.
There's so much more to raising a kid. So shout out to the women that did that, man. Shout out to both my kids' mothers, because,
shout out to the women who doing it twice.
Oh, shit.
Already raised kids and then
raise the grandkids.
Got to do it again.
Well, Medina, I definitely like to commend you on your situation. You really, I've known you for a minute, and but I definitely say that you fit what I'm putting down now. These are the things I'm saying. I am limitless. I'm resilient. I am focused. I'm the difference, and I'm committed.
Thank you.
Know what I mean? And when you
that
look,
sounds sexy to me. Hey, when you get older, you start looking at different shit. That shit, you see how you turn around? I'm like, man, you know what? That sounds sexy to me.
Resilient.
Because Don, you said something that was important about obstacles, right? Yeah. I truly have a belief. I think I told Q this years ago. Obstacles create opportunities.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Whenever you have an obstacle in front of you, whether you leap over it, go through it, whatever, right? It creates opportunity not just for you, but for people who seen you do it. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody in this room, except for maybe Joe, seen me say, "Man, I don't got $1 today." You feel me? But come tomorrow, it'll be a whole nother thing. Yeah. You feel me? Because I have a focus, and it's not about the money. It's just about I believe in Proverbs 18:16. I know I'm drinking. We're talking about scripture. I'm quoting Bible scriptures. But the truth
Jesus
is,
He know your heart,
right? And God knows my heart. But
he saw you earlier, but he hear you now.
Right. That's a good one. It's basically saying that your gift will make room for you. Yeah. And every gift that I have has made room for me, for sure. I mean, because, man, anybody know me? I started my business with only $70. Mm-hmm. Period. Yeah. And I got off the bus, went into Rent Center, and they said it was $35 a week, and you got to pay 2 weeks up front. I had $75 in my pocket, and I put that $70 down. The Rent Center guy came in and said, "Man, I can't leave this computer here." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Man, you don't got no furniture but a table." You know what I mean? I said, "Well, I got a bedroom." You know what I mean? He's like, "Man," he said, "I tell you what, just don't make a fool of me." He left that computer there. And when I made that, I made $120 that day. Then I made $300 the next day, and then I made $400 the following day, $300. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn. So I paid off that computer at Rent Center, the first one, in like maybe 3 weeks. Yeah. They were like, "Well, I mean, honestly, you could get a new one." No, I don't want a new one. Right. Then I found out that people build them for cheaper. Yeah. And so I wound up meeting my boy Rod. We went to Gibraltar Trade Center and we bought a brand new one.
Restored.
Yeah. So
is Gibraltar still open?
Huh? No, they closed down. Boom, closed down. Gibraltar is now a JB's warehouse. BJ's warehouse.
What is that?
A blowjob warehouse. I mean, no, BJ warehouse.
I just rolled past
in Taylor. But
hey, are we joking right now? Is it a whole house or what?
It's not a blowjob house, but
it's like Sam's Club.
Okay.
It's like Sam's Club.
I was lost as hell. I'm like, BJ.
And Don looked disappointed. He's like, "Damn."
You know what?
Q was looking for directions. Like, where you? What exit was that?
I can't even lie, but and this don't got shit to do with shit, but Chef, you get your ass back. I'm hungry than a motherfucker right now. And I'll tell you what the fuck.
Motherfucking chef.
I'm gonna tell you what just came across my mind. Did y'all know that fucking Inyo served lamb chops?
Yep, and they good than a mother sucker.
You talking about Woodward?
And they are good as hell.
The other day,
Hype as hell.
it had some
I forgot about that place.
And it came with a bowl full of this sauteed onions and mushrooms and shit.
It burned down.
Yes, Miles.
We going tomorrow, Miles?
They spin on it.
I'm about to Google that shit right now.
Listen,
Brunch.
listen, baby girl that was with me, she was like, "Oh my god, these taste real." I didn't even know they made them
Me
motherfuckers.
too.
That's some good. That was some good ass lamb
Yeah.
chop. It was a good twist.
Everything they have is
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
good.
really
I
good
haven't
twist.
tasted anything from there I haven't liked, but I'm not gonna order something I don't like either. Too.
I feel you. Damn, just talking about this fucking food. We ain't got
Right,
nothing.
yeah, damn, nothing. A crumb.
Chef, you gonna have to get your ass back up
And
there, bro. I'm hungry than a
they
motherfucker.
motherfucking ass is closed too at 10 o'clock. Ain't
You
about us
know
again.
what? You know, I take that back, Chef. I might go ahead and have to, just fill in for you for a minute and bring some of Don's special shit up.
All right then. All right, we ready.
I'm
We ready.
We ready.
But don't be bringing in no rabbit food, Don.
Okay, y'all, listen.
What's wrong with y'all?
Y'all been checking out
Y'all
Girth
gonna love the
right
shit I
here
bring
on
in.
Okay,
Podcasting.
I
I ain't
believe
bringing
you.
no shrimp bread, but y'all gonna love the shit I bring in.
Sure, Brett. Richard said, make him some Ripple, Medina.
This definitely is a podcasting original program, Girth. Y'all been checking us out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don, where can they find you at?
Right now in Farmington, but Don_Snipes. On the 29th, we got Dimes the movie coming out, and we got Melanin. For sure. Shout out to all the black filmmakers in the city right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's doing their thing.
Don
Shout
was-
out to the independent filmmakers.
Don was
For
cool
sure.
to them motherfucking Dons. He said, I don't let nobody fucking over my money. It's cool to motherfucker. That was one of the dopest lines in there. But Dina, where can they find you at?
You can find me you can find me on my website, funkycoldworld.com. Or else you can go on Facebook or Instagram and find any one of my sister companies?
12, 13, 15 companies.
Just start off at Funky Cold.
Right, Funky Cold.
And we'll all pop up. Boom, 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 boom.
There you go.
Yo, Q, where can they find you at, homie?
Dog, check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the what's the fuck I do? Oh yeah, the Wake and Bake Show. Shout out to my niggas Angry Man Among Money, dog. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning on the Rise and Grind Show. Tuesday nights right here on Girth, dog. And then check me out on IG Q.Lewis313. Man, you already know what it is. It's your boy Q Lewis. Hold it down live from 48205
We gotta
Gang,
give a gang gang. And the man behind the ones and the twos to bring us to you directly to your tablet, your phone, or your computer. Let's give it a round of applause for Joe, goddammit, Joe.
What's up?
Average Joe.
Joe. You can find me, MDixon313 on Instagram.
Oh, my bad, dog. Before you go though, congratulations, Joe. I seen what you posted earlier and shit. Good shit out there.
thanks, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
What do you
What
They
he
got, a new
post?
they got a new contract with
that
the
money, nigga.
with the studio and shit. So
Oh, that's
shout
right.
out to my nigga Joe and shit.
Oh,
Making
that's
moves.
right.
We not following each other on Facebook, Joe. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I need.
That's a problem.
And she like baby Smurf, like that's the
Fucking smart.
you can check me out as Miles Dixon, the mediapreneur, right there on Facebook, y'all. And I want to, Joe, if you could just take a minute and just focus on me. I got something serious to say.
Oh shit.
Let's get our shit together, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Good night.
Oh, serious for real.
What
Peace
shit?
out, y'all.
Our life.
We gonna try.
Right.
They said that was serious for real.
Right. That's it.
No, real shit though.